Dominic Castellano's fist closed around Naomi Brooks's throat. Her feet left the floor. She clawed at his wrist, fingernails breaking skin, drawing blood he didn't feel. "You people need to learn respect," Dom hissed, lifting her higher. "Need to understand what happens when you don't pay." Naomi's mouth opened. No sound came out, just a wet, strangled wheeze. 14 customers watched. Nobody moved. In the corner booth, Commander Marcus Williams's coffee cup stopped halfway to his lips. Under the table, Sergeant went rigid. 90 pounds of Belgian Malinois, hackles rising. A low growl building. Dom squeezed harder. Naomi's face turned purple. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button now. Stay until the end, because what happens next will shock you. Comment what city you're watching from. I need to see how far this story travels. Now let's begin. Marcus was already standing. Sergeant stood with him, teeth bared. "Let her go." Dom's head whipped around. His eyes swept Marcus. Dismissed him. Navy uniform. Nothing impressive. "Sit down, soldier. This doesn't concern you." 3 seconds, Marcus said. "Then I make you let go." "You threatening me?" Dom laughed. "You know who I am?" "Don't care." 3. One of Dom's enforcers moved, reaching for his jacket. Marcus clocked the movement. Concealed carry, right hip. Probably Glock 19. "I own this neighborhood," Dom said, still strangling Naomi. "I own the police." 2. The second enforcer shifted left. Flanking position. Military training. These weren't street thugs. Naomi's lips turned blue. Her kicks were weakening. 1. Dom shoved Naomi away. She collapsed, gasping, hands at her throat. "There. Happy? Now sit down before you make me angry." Marcus didn't sit, didn't move. "You're leaving. You're not coming back. And the Brooks family doesn't owe you anything." The restaurant held its breath. Dom stared at Marcus. Then he laughed, loud and ugly. His men joined in. "You think your little uniform scares me?" Dom stepped closer, using his height. "I've killed men. Real men." "I've killed men too," Marcus said quietly. "Difference is, mine were trying to kill me back." The laughter died. Dom's expression shifted. He was reading Marcus now, really reading him. Seeing the scars, the 1,000-yard stare, the absolute absence of fear. "Navy SEAL," Dom said, not a question. "Was." "Explains the arrogance." Dom gestured to his men, thinking rules don't apply. But here's the thing about SEALs. You're only dangerous with backup. Here, you're alone. Sergeant stood slowly. Amber eyes locked on Dom like a targeting system. "Not alone," Marcus said. The enforcer on the right moved fast, pulling his weapon. Marcus was faster. He stepped inside the draw, trapped the man's wrist, twisted. The gun clattered to the floor. Marcus followed with an elbow strike to the solar plexus. The enforcer folded. The second enforcer pulled a knife, 4-inch blade. "Sergeant, attack!" The Malinois launched, caught the man's knife hand in his jaws, applied pressure. Not biting through, just enough to make the blade drop. Dom's hand went to his own weapon. "Don't," Marcus said. His voice was ice. "You pull that gun, you won't leave this restaurant breathing." Dom's hand froze. His calculation was visible. 3 seconds of weighing odds. Then he smiled. "You're making a big mistake, Commander." Very big. He adjusted his suit, stepped over his groaning enforcer. This debt doesn't disappear because some washed-up soldier plays hero. Isaiah still owes me $35,000. He looked at Naomi, still on the floor, still gasping. "And you, sweetheart, worth at least that much, maybe more." Dom's eyes crawled over her body. "I'll be back tonight, around midnight. Your apartment on Dauphine Street, right? Third floor? I'll bring friends. Show you how business really works." Naomi's eyes went wide with fresh terror. Marcus took a step forward. Dom's remaining enforcer pulled his weapon, pointed it at Marcus. "Next time you interfere," Dom said, "I'll burn this place down with everyone inside, starting with the pretty girl." He walked out. The door chimed. The restaurant exhaled. Marcus knelt beside Naomi. "You need a hospital." "No hospitals." Isaiah appeared from behind the counter, blood running from his nose. "No police. You don't understand. Detective Morrison. He's on Dom's payroll. We report this, they'll kill us. He threatened to rape your daughter tonight. And if we call police, they'll tell Dom we reported him." Isaiah's voice cracked. "Then he won't wait until midnight. He'll come tonight and finish what he started." Marcus's phone buzzed. Unknown number. Text message. "Nice dog. Be a shame if something happened to him. Also, your sister Jennifer teaches 3rd grade in Virginia Beach, doesn't she? Room 14? DC." Marcus's blood went cold. Dom had done his homework. Fast. "How did he know about my sister?" "He knows everything," Isaiah said, helping Naomi into a chair. "Police database, city records. He's got people everywhere." Naomi found her voice, hoarse and broken. "What were you going to do if he hadn't let me go?" "Whatever was necessary." "You would have fought 3 armed men." "Yes." "Why?" Her eyes filled with tears. "You don't know us. You don't owe us anything." Marcus didn't answer. How could he explain 16 years of training that reduced to one principle? Protect those who can't protect themselves. How could he articulate watching teammates die in Somalia because he'd been too slow? "Because nobody else did," he said finally. "Can't or won't?" Same thing. Isaiah brought ice for Naomi's throat. His hands shook, wrapping the towel. "What did that text say?" Isaiah asked. Marcus showed him. Isaiah's face went gray. "He's going to kill everyone you love. That's how he operates. Can't get to you directly, so he goes after family, friends, anyone you care about." "Then I need to end this, fast." "You can't end Dominic Castellano. Men have tried. They're all dead now." Marcus's phone buzzed again. Different number. He answered. "Commander Williams?" A woman's voice. Professional. Controlled. "Speaking, Special Agent Sarah Chen, FBI, New Orleans. We need to talk about what you just did at Bayou Soul Kitchen." "How did you know about that?" "We've had surveillance on Castellano for 4 years. Saw everything. We need to meet. Now." "Where?" "You're going to walk out of that restaurant. Turn right. Walk 3 blocks. Black SUV will be waiting. Get in." The line went dead. Marcus stood. Sergeant stood with him. "Don't go with him," Naomi said. "FBI came 6 months ago. Asked questions. Made promises." Then Maria Santos testified. She stopped. Closed her eyes. "What happened to Maria Santos?" "They burned her bakery," Isaiah said. "She was inside. 3rd-degree burns over 60% of her body. 4 months in the hospital. Lost everything." "And the FBI?" "Called it an accident. Faulty wiring. Case closed." Isaiah's voice was bitter. "That's how it works here. Dom owns the police, influences the fire marshal, has judges in his pocket. FBI can't touch him." "Then I'll find someone who can." Marcus headed for the door. "Commander," Naomi called. "He meant what he said. About tonight. About my apartment. He's done this before. To other women. They disappeared." "How many?" 19 that we know of. Police found 2 bodies in the bayou last year. Cases went cold. Marcus's jaw tightened. Lock your doors. Don't go home tonight. Stay here with your father. And tomorrow? Next week? He'll keep coming until he gets what he wants. Then I'll make sure he can't come for you. Outside, New Orleans heat hit like a physical weight. Marcus walked 3 blocks. The black SUV was waiting, windows tinted. The rear door opened. Marcus climbed in. Sergeant followed. Agent Sarah Chen sat across from him. Late 30s, sharp suit, sharper eyes. A laptop open on her knees, showing surveillance footage. "That was quite a performance," she said. "That was assault, attempted murder. You have it on camera. Why haven't you arrested him?" "We arrest him. His lawyers have him out in 6 hours. Witnesses recant. Evidence disappears." Chen turned the laptop around. "This is Dominic Castellano's operation. 19 businesses under extortion. 14 women sexually assaulted. 7 business owners hospitalized. 3 dead." The screen showed surveillance photos. Burned buildings, hospital beds, body bags. "We've been building a RICO case for 4 years," Chen continued. "Can't make it stick. His corruption network is too deep. We need someone on the inside. Someone he can't buy. Someone he can't intimidate." "You want me as bait?" "I want you as an opportunity. Dom can't let what you did stand. Makes him look weak. He'll come after you, hard. Every threat is evidence. Every assault builds our case." "And if he just kills me?" "He won't. Not immediately. Killing a Navy SEAL brings federal heat he can't control. He'll try to break you first. Make an example." Chen leaned forward. "I've read your service record. DevGru, 16 years. Navy Cross for Mogadishu. You held off an entire assault for 4 hours while your team evacuated. You're the real thing." "I'm medically retired." "Are you? Because that looked like combat readiness to me." Marcus was silent. "Here's the deal," Chen said. "You stay visible. Go to places Dom controls. Show him you're not afraid. He escalates. We document everything. 2 weeks, maybe 3. Then we execute warrants, dismantle his network, put him away for life." "And the Brooks family?" "Protective custody, relocated until it's over. They'll lose their restaurant. Better than losing their lives." Chen's voice softened. "Naomi Brooks is the 19th woman Dom's assaulted this year. 19. Most don't report because they're terrified. But if we take down his organization, all of them get justice." Marcus looked at Sergeant. The dog's eyes were steady, trusting. "What's your timeline?" 2 weeks minimum. We need multiple documented incidents, pattern of behavior. Then we move. And if he skips documentation and just kills me? Then my case falls apart and you're dead." Chen met his eyes. "But you won't let that happen, will you?" Marcus thought about Somalia, about teammates dying while he provided cover fire, about the IED that ended his career, but not his purpose. "No." "Good." Chen pulled out a burner phone. "Use this, encrypted. Only I have the number. When Dom makes his move, you call immediately." Marcus pocketed the phone. "One more thing," Chen said. "Detective Morrison. He's not just corrupt. He's Dom's primary protection. He'll tip Dom to your every move. Trust him with nothing." "Understood." Marcus reached for the door handle. "Commander, wait." Chen's voice changed, harder. "There's something you should know. About why we're really doing this." Marcus turned back. "We've tried this before, using someone as bait. Twice. First was a Marine. Dom's men put him in the hospital. 14 broken bones. He refused to testify. Left the state. And the second? Undercover agent, female. She lasted 3 weeks before Dom figured it out. We found her car in Lake Pontchartrain. Chen's voice went flat. Never found her body. Then why are you asking me to do this? Because you're different. You're not undercover. You're exactly what you appear to be. And honestly, Chen's eyes were cold. Because if Dom kills you, you're expendable. No family except a sister who doesn't live here. No wife, no kids. Medically retired. Living in a $40 a night motel. You're the perfect bait because nobody will miss you if this goes wrong. Marcus stared at her. That's the truth, Chen said. We need someone Dom will focus on. Someone whose death we can afford. That's you. You're using me. Yes, but you're also using us. You want purpose, a mission, something to make your survival in Somalia mean something. We're offering that. The question is whether you're willing to die for it. Marcus's hand was already on the door handle. I'll do it, he said. But when this is over, when Dom goes down, you're done using people. You're done treating lives like chess pieces. Clear? Crystal. Marcus climbed out. Sergeant followed. The SUV pulled away. Marcus walked back toward the restaurant, mind racing. Chen was right. He was expendable. Nobody would miss him if Dom killed him. Jennifer would mourn, but she'd move on. She had her own life. But Naomi, Isaiah, the 19 women Dom had assaulted, the 7 business owners in hospitals, the 3 dead, they weren't expendable. His phone buzzed, not the burner, his personal cell. Text from unknown number. Tick-tock, Commander. Midnight's coming. I've got 9 friends coming with me. We're going to show that girl a real good time. Want to watch? DC. Marcus's vision tunneled. Red crept in at the edges. Another text. This one, an image. Naomi's apartment building, taken from across the street. Timestamp, 4:47 p.m., 15 minutes ago. Dom's men were already there, already watching, already waiting. Marcus broke into a run. He reached the restaurant in 4 minutes, burst through the door. Where's Naomi? Isaiah looked up from behind the counter. She went home, said she needed to get her textbooks for tomorrow's exam. I told her not to go, but she... Marcus was already moving. Call her, now. Tell her not to go inside. Tell her to run. Isaiah pulled out his phone, dialed. No answer. Tried again. Voicemail. She's not picking up, Isaiah said, fear climbing into his voice. Marcus's phone rang. The burner. He answered. Commander? Agent Chen's voice was sharp. We just intercepted radio traffic. Dom's men are moving. Multiple units converging on Dauphine Street. 3rd floor apartment. They're going after the girl. How long? They're already there. Front entrance, back entrance, fire escape. She's boxed in. Marcus was already running for his truck. Send backup. Backup is 20 minutes out. She doesn't have 20 minutes. Marcus reached his F-150. Sergeant jumped in. Marcus peeled out, tires screaming. Stay on the line, Chen said. I'm tracking you. Sending tactical units to your location. Tell them to hurry. Marcus's phone buzzed. Another text. His personal cell. This one, a video. His hand shook, opening it. The video showed Naomi's apartment, door being kicked in, her screaming, men entering. The video cut off. New text. Too late, Commander. We're inside. Time to teach this girl some manners. Want to hear her beg? DC. Marcus's phone rang. Not Chen, not Dom. Isaiah. Commander, she just called me. She's locked in the bathroom. They're breaking down the door. She's screaming. Gunshots. 3 rapid shots through the phone. Then screaming. Naomi's voice, raw and terrified. Then laughter. Male voices. Then the line went dead. Marcus was still 5 blocks away. His phone buzzed one final time. Text from Dom. Game over, Commander. You lose. Come pick up what's left of her. If there's anything left. DC. Marcus floored the accelerator. Sergeant barked, sensing his rage. Chen's voice crackled through the burner. Units are 3 minutes out. Don't go in alone. That's an order. Marcus hung up. He reached the apartment building, screeched to a stop. The front door was open, hanging off its hinges. Blood on the stairs. Marcus pulled his service pistol from under the seat. Technically illegal for a civilian. He didn't care. Sergeant, search. They moved up the stairs. Silent. Tactical. 3rd floor. Naomi's door was destroyed. Kicked in. Splintered. More blood. A lot of it. Marcus entered, weapon raised. The apartment was destroyed. Furniture overturned. Textbooks scattered. Blood everywhere. But no body. No Naomi. On the wall, written in lipstick. She's pretty when she screams. Come find her if you can. Clock's ticking. DC. Below it, an address. Warehouse 17, Port of New Orleans. Midnight. Come alone, or she dies slow. Marcus's phone rang. The burner. He answered. Commander, what's your status? Chen demanded.
They took her. Who took her? Dom's men. They took Naomi. They're holding her at Warehouse 17.
That's a trap. He's baiting you.
I know.
Don't go in. Wait for tactical. We'll organize a proper rescue.
She doesn't have time.
Commander, that's an order. Marcus looked at the blood, the destroyed apartment, the message on the wall. I don't take orders from you, he said. He hung up, looked at Sergeant. You remember Kandahar? Building to building, just you and me. Sergeant's tail wagged once. Ready. Marcus walked out of the apartment, down the stairs, toward his truck. Behind him, sirens wailed. Chen's tactical units arriving. Too late. Always too late. Marcus climbed into his truck, started the engine. His phone buzzed. Isaiah calling. Marcus answered. Is she alive? Isaiah's voice was breaking. Please tell me she's alive. I'm getting her back. How? Dom has 50 men. You're one man with a dog. I'm a Navy SEAL with a dog. There's a difference. Commander, please, don't get yourself killed trying to save her. She wouldn't want that. What she wants, Marcus said, is to survive, and I'm going to make sure she does. He hung up, put the truck in gear. The Port of New Orleans was 15 minutes away. Warehouse 17. Midnight. Marcus checked his watch. 11:47 p.m. 13 minutes. He looked at Sergeant. Let's go to work. The engine roared, and Marcus Williams drove into the night, toward a warehouse full of armed men, toward a girl who was probably already dead, toward a fight he knew he might not survive. But he'd survived worse, and Naomi Brooks wasn't dying tonight, not while he still had breath in his lungs and a weapon in his hands, not while he could still fight. The Port of New Orleans stretched black and endless. Marcus killed his headlights 3 blocks out, let the F-150 coast to a stop behind a shipping container, engine ticking in the silence. 11:52 p.m. 8 minutes. He checked his service pistol. Sig Sauer P226. 15 rounds. 1 in the chamber. Not enough firepower for what he was walking into. But SEALs made do with what they had. Sergeant, tactical mode. The Malinois went still. All play disappeared from his eyes. This was the dog who'd pulled Marcus from a burning Humvee in Mogadishu, who'd cleared buildings in Kandahar, who'd killed 3 Taliban fighters to protect a wounded teammate. Marcus's burner phone buzzed. Agent Chen. "Commander, where are you?" "You know where I am." "Tacticals en route. ETA 12 minutes. Do not engage until we arrive." "Naomi doesn't have 12 minutes. "That's not your call to make." Marcus hung up, powered off the phone, dropped it on the seat. His personal cell rang. Unknown number. He answered. Dom's voice, smooth and amused. "Commander Williams, right on time. I like punctual men." "Where is she?" "Warehouse 17, where I said she'd be. But here's the thing." Dom's smile was audible. "She's not alone. I've got 9 friends keeping her company. They're very enthusiastic about their work." Marcus heard screaming in the background. Female, raw, terrified. "That's not Naomi," Marcus said. His training read voices like fingerprints. "Who is it?" Dom laughed. "Smart. That's Keisha. Different girl." "But don't worry, Commander. Naomi's here too, waiting for you. She keeps asking where her hero is. I told her you'd come. Told her you'd try to save her. She actually believed me. I'm here. Let them both go. Come get them. Front door's unlocked. But Commander, my men have orders. You enter that warehouse, everyone inside dies. Naomi, Keisha, 3 other girls I've been saving for special occasions. All of them. Their blood will be on your hands." "You're bluffing." "Am I? Want to test it?" Dom's voice hardened. "You've got 5 minutes. Front door. Come alone. Hands visible. Or I start cutting pieces off these girls and sending them out to you. Starting with fingers. Then toes. Then things they'll really miss." The line went dead. Marcus sat in the truck, breathing, thinking. Front door was a kill box. Dom would have shooters positioned, overlapping fields of fire. Anyone walking through that entrance was dead in 3 seconds, which meant Marcus wasn't using the front door. He pulled out his phone, opened satellite view of the port. Warehouse 17 was old construction, pre-Katrina. 2 stories, metal roof, loading docks on east and west sides. Ventilation system on the north face, and a drainage culvert running beneath the foundation. Marcus had infiltrated worse. He moved. Sergeant followed, ghost silent. They circled wide, using containers for cover. Marcus counted security. 2 men on the roof, 3 more patrolling the perimeter, all armed, all professionals by the way they moved. 11:56 p.m., 4 minutes. The drainage culvert was exactly where the satellite image showed it. 3 feet wide, rusted grate. Marcus tested it, locked from inside. He pulled a small pry bar from his belt, inserted it, levered. The grate popped, too loud. "Contact, north side!" A guard's voice. Flashlight beams swept toward them. Marcus and Sergeant dropped into the culvert. Darkness swallowed them. Water up to Marcus's knees, smelled like oil and rot. They moved fast, following the pipe. It fed into the warehouse foundation, opened into a maintenance crawl space. Marcus emerged in a storage room. Empty pallets, old equipment, dust thick enough to track. He could hear voices above, men laughing, a woman crying, music playing, something heavy metal, loud enough to drown screams. Sergeant's nose worked, processing sense. He turned left, toward the crying. They moved through the warehouse. Marcus's training took over, muscle memory from 100 combat operations. Clear corners, check sight lines, move silent. The crying grew louder. Marcus found a stairwell, went up slow, weapon raised. Second floor opened into an office space, cheap furniture, scattered papers. And in the corner, tied to a chair, A young black woman, maybe 19, face bruised, clothing torn. Not Naomi. Marcus crossed to her, checked the room. Clear. He cut her restraints. "Keisha?" She nodded, unable to speak, throat bruised like Naomi's. "Where's Naomi Brooks?" Keisha pointed. "Through the wall. Next room, with Dom. He's waiting for you." "How many men?" "I don't know. 8? 10? They keep moving. They knew you'd come. Set up guns everywhere." Marcus heard footsteps, multiple, coming closer. "Can you walk?" Keisha tried, collapsed. Her ankle was shattered. "They broke it," she whispered. "Said I ran too much." Marcus keyed his burner. Remembered he'd powered it off. Mistake. The door burst open. 3 men, weapons raised. Marcus shot the first one. Center mass. He dropped. The second got a round off. Missed wide. Marcus's second shot took him in the shoulder, spun him. The third was faster. His bullet caught Marcus in the side. Pain exploded. Marcus returned fire. Headshot. The man went down. Sergeant launched at the wounded man, took him to the ground, ended it. Marcus pressed his hand to his side. Blood. Not arterial. Cracked rib, maybe. Through and through. He'd had worse. Keisha was screaming. "Quiet," Marcus ordered. "You want to live, you stay quiet." She bit her hand, nodding. Footsteps thundered. More coming. Marcus pulled Keisha under a desk. "Stay here. Don't move. FBI's coming." "When?" "Soon," he hoped. Marcus and Sergeant moved back into the hallway. The gunfire had announced them. No more stealth. This was now a gunfight. A man appeared at the end of the hall. Marcus shot first. The man dropped. Another man, different angle. Marcus fired. Miss. The man returned fire. Bullets punched through drywall beside Marcus's head. Sergeant went low, fast, caught the shooter's leg. The man screamed. Marcus finished it. 5 down. How many left? A door opened ahead. Dom stepped out, hands raised, smiling. "Commander Williams, you actually made it. I'm impressed." Marcus's weapons centered on Dom's chest. "Where's Naomi?" "Safe, for now, but we need to talk." "Nothing to talk about." "Actually, there is." Dom's smile widened. "Agent Chen sent you here to die. You know that, right?" Marcus didn't respond. "She told you this was about building a case, about justice, about saving victims." Dom laughed. "It's not. It's about getting rid of you. You're a problem for her real operation." "You're lying." "Am I?" "Think about it. She had surveillance on my restaurant for 4 years, watched me assault 19 women, watched me extort businesses, watched me kill people. Did nothing. Why?" Marcus's finger tightened on the trigger. "Because she's not investigating me, Commander. She's protecting me. Has been for years. And you walking into Bayou Soul Kitchen, playing hero, you threatened that arrangement." "That doesn't make sense." "Doesn't it?" Dom took a step forward. "Where do you think I get my police protection? My judge? My whole network? FBI runs it. Chen runs it. They let me operate because I provide them something valuable." "What?" "Information. I run the underworld in New Orleans, which means I know everything happening in it. Drug shipments, weapons deals, human trafficking routes. I feed intel to Chen. She feeds it up the chain. Everyone wins." Marcus's mind raced. Chen's words echoed. "You're expendable. Nobody will miss you." "She sent you here," Dom continued, "knowing I'd kill you. Knowing that would look like you died trying to save some girl. Tragic.
Heroic. Problem solved. Then why are you telling me this? Because killing you doesn't solve my problem. It creates one. You die here, your sister asks questions. Media picks up the story. Retired Navy SEAL killed in warehouse. FBI has to investigate. Chen's arrangement with me gets exposed. Dom lowered his hands. So here's my offer. You walk away. Tonight. Leave New Orleans. I keep Naomi alive. Everyone wins.
Except the women you've raped, the people you've killed. They're not your problem, Commander. They were never your problem.
Marcus heard sirens, distant but getting closer. That's Chen's tactical team, Dom said. Coming to clean up, but not to save you. To kill you and make it look like my men did it. Then they kill me. Tie up loose ends. FBI releases statement tomorrow about bringing down a sex trafficking ring. Everyone's a hero. You're lying. Then wait.
See who walks through that door. See if they're here to rescue you or bury you.
Marcus's side was bleeding worse, his vision swimming. Where's Naomi? Dom pointed. Third door. But Commander, she's bait. You go in there, Chen's sniper takes you out. I've seen him. Roof across the street. Perfect angle. Why would Chen want me dead? Because 3 days ago, you killed the wrong person. Marcus's blood went cold. What? That enforcer in the restaurant.
The one you put down with the elbow strike.
You remember his face? Marcus did. Young, maybe 25. Prison tattoos. That was Jake Morrison. Detective Morrison's nephew. His favorite nephew. Morrison doesn't know yet, but when he finds out, when he learns you killed his sister's boy, he'll tear this city apart looking for you. Dom's smile was ugly. Chen can't have that. Can't have a dirty cop going rogue because a SEAL killed his family.
So she needs you dead before Morrison finds out. Neat. Clean.
Problem solved. The sirens were closer. 30 seconds, Dom said. You've got 30 seconds to decide. Walk away and live, or go for the girl and die. Marcus moved toward the third door. Dom sighed. Stupid, but expected. He stepped back, disappeared into shadows. Marcus kicked the door open, weapon raised. The room was empty. No Naomi. No furniture. Just walls.
And on the far wall, spray painted in red,
rooftop. Marcus's tactical sense screamed. He spun. The window behind him shattered. Sniper round. Missed his head by inches. Second shot. Caught him in the shoulder. Marcus went down. Sergeant barked, frantic. Marcus crawled, vision graying. Blood everywhere. His shoulder was destroyed. Another shot. Missed. The sniper was adjusting. Marcus reached the door, pulled himself through. Footsteps, multiple, coming fast. Not Dom's men. Tactical boots. Military precision. FBI. Target acquired, a voice said. Professional. Cold. Second floor, east corridor. Rules of engagement, another voice. Hostile. Terminate on sight. Marcus tried to stand. Couldn't. His shoulder was gone. His side was bleeding out. Sergeant grabbed Marcus's collar. Started pulling. The tactical team rounded the corner. 4 operators. Body armor. Night vision. AR-15S raised. Drop the weapon! Drop it now! Marcus's pistol was 10 feet away.
he dropped it when the sniper shot him.
I'm Commander Marcus Williams. I'm working with Agent Chen. We know who you are. The lead operator's voice was flat. You're the target. Chen sends her regards. They raised their weapons. Sergeant launched, hit the lead operator. knocked him back. The other three fired. Marcus felt impacts, chest, leg, everywhere. Then nothing. Darkness took him. He woke to pain, white-hot, consuming. Voices around him. He's still alive. Not for long. Look at that blood loss. Finish it. Chen wants confirmation. Marcus's eyes cracked open. Blurry shapes. 4 tactical operators standing over him. One raised his weapon, aimed at Marcus's head. Wait! A new voice. Female. The operators turned. Agent Chen walked into view. She looked down at Marcus. No expression. Commander Williams, you should have left when I gave you the chance. Marcus tried to speak. Blood filled his mouth. You were useful, Chen continued.
Drew Dom out, got him talking. We recorded everything. His entire operation, his corruption network, all documented. You did good work. She knelt beside him. But you were also right. I am using you. Using your death specifically. Morrison finds out you killed his nephew. He'll demand justice. So I'm giving it to him. You died here, trying to save sex trafficking victims. Morrison's nephew died defending the warehouse. Both of you heroes. Both of you dead. Everyone's satisfied. Naomi, Marcus whispered. Already gone. We moved her an hour ago. She's safe, in protective custody. She'll testify against Dom, help us dismantle his network. She's useful. Chen stood. You were useful too, Commander. Right up until you weren't. She nodded to the operators. They raised their weapons. A phone rang. Chen's. She answered. Yes? Her expression changed. What? When? She listened. Her face went white. Understood. We're coming out. She looked at the operators. Stand down. Don't kill him. Ma'am? Stand down. That's an order. They lowered their weapons. Chen looked at Marcus. Your sister, Jennifer Williams. She called the DOJ 20 minutes ago. Reported you were working undercover for FBI in a human trafficking case. Demanded they send oversight. They did. Inspector General's office is outside right now with U.S. Marshals. They want to see you. Alive. Marcus almost smiled. Jennifer. Always thinking 3 steps ahead. Chen's jaw tightened. Get him up. Get him medical attention. If he dies, we're all going to prison. The operators pulled Marcus to his feet. His legs wouldn't hold. They had to carry him. Where's Sergeant? Marcus asked. One operator pointed. The Malinois was down, not moving. Blood pooling beneath him. No! Marcus tried to pull free. Couldn't. They carried him out. Into the night. Into chaos. Police cars, FBI vehicles, and 4 black SUVs with U.S. Marshal stenciled on the sides. A woman in a suit approached. 50s, gray hair, ID hanging around her neck. Commander Williams? Yes. Inspector General Patricia Hayes. DOJ sent me to oversee this operation. Agent Chen tells me you've been working undercover. Is that accurate? Marcus looked at Chen. She was watching him, pleading with her eyes. No, Marcus said. She tried to have me killed. Chen's face fell. Commander, you're bleeding severely, Hayes said. Let's get you to a hospital. Then we'll debrief. Paramedics rushed forward, started working on Marcus. His vision was fading again. Sergeant, he whispered. My dog. We'll get him, Hayes promised. We'll get him help. Marcus's eyes closed. When they opened again, he was in an ambulance. Lights flashing, sirens wailing. A paramedic leaned over him. Commander, stay with me. You've lost a lot of blood. We're taking you to Tulane Medical. Sergeant? The dog's in the other ambulance. Vet's meeting us at the hospital. Marcus tried to stay conscious.
couldn't. He woke in a hospital bed, bright lights, beeping monitors. Jennifer was there, sitting beside him, crying. "You idiot," she said. "You absolute idiot." "You called DOJ." "Of course I did. You think I was going to let you die in some warehouse? I called everyone. DOJ, U.S. Marshals, local news, national news. Made enough noise they had to send oversight." Marcus tried to sit up. Pain exploded. "Don't move," Jennifer ordered. "You were shot 4 times. Lost 60% of your blood. Doctors said you should be dead." "Naomi?" "Safe. Inspector General has her in protective custody. Real protective custody, not Chen's version." "Sergeant?" Jennifer's face changed. "He's in surgery. Took 3 bullets protecting you. Vets are working on him now." "He's going to make it?" "They don't know." Marcus closed his eyes. Sergeant. His partner. His only friend who'd never asked questions, never judged, never left. What happened to Chen? Arrested. Her whole tactical team. Dom Castellano, too. Inspector General's tearing apart the entire operation. Turns out you were right. Chen was running protection for Dom's organization, using it to feed intel to FBI, make herself look good. The women? The victims? 19 found in the warehouse, all alive, all being treated. You saved them, Marcus. I didn't save anyone. I walked into a trap. But you walked out. Jennifer squeezed his hand. That's what matters. A doctor entered. "Commander Williams, how are you feeling?" "Like I got shot 4 times." "You're lucky. Another inch on that shoulder wound, you'd have lost the arm. Chest shots missed your heart by centimeters. You should buy a lottery ticket." "Or quit playing hero," Jennifer muttered. The doctor checked monitors. "You've got visitors. Inspector General wants to debrief you. But I told her tomorrow earliest. You need rest." "I need to know about my dog." The doctor hesitated. "The vet will update you when he's out of surgery." "When will that be?" "Could be hours. Could be all night. Sergeant took significant trauma. They're doing everything they can." After the doctor left, Marcus stared at the ceiling. "What are you thinking?" Jennifer asked. "That Chen was right. I was expendable. Nobody would have missed me if I'd died in that warehouse." "I would have missed you." "You'd have moved on. You have your life, your job, your students. You don't need me." "Need? No. Want? Yes. There's a difference, Marcus. You're my brother, my only family. Of course I'd miss you." Marcus's phone buzzed. Someone had brought it from his truck. Text from unknown number. He opened it. Photo of Naomi. Hospital gown. Bandaged, but alive. Smiling. Below it. "Thank you. You saved my life. Naomi." Second text. "Keisha says thank you too. So do the other 17 women. We're alive because of you." Marcus showed Jennifer. She read it. "See? Not expendable. Essential." A commotion in the hallway. Raised voices. The door burst open. Isaiah Brooks, Naomi's father. "Where is he? Where's Commander Williams?" "Sir, you can't be in here," a nurse protested. "I'm here." Marcus's voice was weak. Isaiah pushed past the nurse, saw Marcus in the bed, broken, bandaged, barely alive. Tears ran down Isaiah's face. "They told me what you did, how you stormed that warehouse, how you got shot saving those girls, saving my daughter." "I didn't save anyone. I got myself shot walking into a trap." "You went in knowing it was a trap. That's the definition of courage." Isaiah gripped Marcus's hand. "My daughter's alive because of you. 19 women are alive because of you. You're a hero, Commander." "I'm just a man who couldn't walk away." That's what heroes always say. After Isaiah left, After Jennifer was finally convinced to go get coffee, Marcus lay alone in the silence. His phone rang. Inspector General Hayes.
Commander, I know the doctor said tomorrow, but I need to ask you one question. Just one.
Go ahead.
Did Agent Chen explicitly order your death?
Marcus thought about it, remembered her words.
You're expendable. Nobody will miss you.
Yes, he said. She told me I was bait, that if I died, nobody would care.
That's what I needed to hear. Thank you, Commander. Rest. We'll talk tomorrow.
She hung up. Marcus closed his eyes. His phone buzzed again. Text from the vet hospital.
Sergeant is out of surgery. Critical, but stable. You can see him tomorrow. Marcus exhaled. Sergeant was alive. That was enough. He was drifting towards sleep when his door opened again. He expected Jennifer. It wasn't. Detective Morrison stood there, eyes red, face twisted with rage. He closed the door behind him, locked it.
Commander Williams, Morrison's voice shook. We need to talk about my nephew, about Jake, about how you killed him. Marcus's hand went for the call button.
Morrison was faster. He grabbed Marcus's wrist, squeezed. No nurses, no doctors, just you and me.
Morrison, I didn't know. You didn't know? Morrison pulled his service weapon, pressed it against Marcus's head. You didn't know you were killing a 25-year-old kid? My sister's only son? He was Dom's enforcer. He was reaching for his weapon. He was doing his job, and you killed him. Morrison's hand shook.
Do you know what it's like telling your sister her son's dead? Do you know what she said to me? Marcus didn't answer. She said, "Find who did this. Make them pay."
So that's what I'm doing. Morrison cocked the hammer. You pull that trigger, Marcus said quietly, and you go to prison. Your career's over. Your family loses you too. I don't care. Yes, you do. Jake wouldn't want this. Don't you dare say his name. He was doing what he thought was right.
Protecting Dom because he didn't know better. But you? You know better. You know killing me won't bring him back.
Morrison's finger tightened on the trigger. The door handle rattled. Someone trying to enter.
Detective Morrison,
a voice from outside.
This is Inspector General Hayes. I know you're in there. I know what you're thinking. Don't do it.
Morrison didn't move. Your nephew's death was justified, Hayes continued. He was armed. He was reaching for a weapon.
Commander Williams acted in self-defense. You know that. He killed my family, and if you kill him, you destroy yours. Your wife, your daughter, they'll lose you. Is that what Jake would want? Morrison's hand wavered. Put the gun down, Hayes said. Walk out. We'll get you help, counseling, leave, whatever you need. But don't throw your life away. Long silence. Then Morrison lowered the weapon. He looked at Marcus. This isn't over. I know. Morrison walked to the door, unlocked it, stepped out. Hayes was there with 4 U.S. Marshals. Detective Morrison, you're under arrest for attempted murder of a federal witness. Morrison didn't resist. They cuffed him, led him away. Hayes entered Marcus's room. You okay? Yeah. That was close. Story of my life. Hayes sat in the chair Jennifer had occupied. We need to talk about what happens next. What do you mean? Chen's arrested, Morrison's arrested, but Dom's organization is still operational. His people are still out there, and you just became their #1 target. So, what are you saying? I'm saying you need protection. Witness protection. New identity, new city, new life. Marcus looked at the ceiling. I just got to New Orleans. And you've made enough enemies to fill a graveyard. Commander,
These people don't forgive. They don't forget. You took down their operation. They will come for you. Let them. That's not bravado talking. That's suicide. Maybe. Hayes stood. Think about it. You've got 24 hours. After that, I can't protect you anymore. She left. Marcus lay there, thinking. His phone buzzed. Text from Naomi. I heard what happened. Morrison tried to kill you. Are you okay? Marcus typed back. I'm fine. Can I visit tomorrow? I'd like that. He set the phone down, closed his eyes, and despite everything, the pain, the danger, the threats, Marcus smiled. Because for the first time in 6 months, since medical retirement, since losing his team, since losing his purpose, Marcus felt alive. Not safe, not comfortable, but alive. And that was enough. Morning came with pain. Every breath felt like broken glass. Marcus opened his eyes to fluorescent lights and the steady beep of monitors. A nurse was checking his IV. You're awake. Good. Doctor wants to run more tests. I need to see my dog. Vet hospital is across the street.
But Commander, you can't walk. You lost too much blood. You need at least 3 more days of bed rest.
I need to see Sergeant. Now. The nurse's expression softened. I'll see what I can do. 20 minutes later, they wheeled Marcus across the skybridge connecting Tulane Medical to the veterinary hospital. His wheelchair squeaked with each push. His shoulder screamed with each bump. They brought him to ICU. Sergeant lay on a steel table, tubes running everywhere. Bandages covered his chest and legs. His breathing was shallow. He made it through the night, the vet said. That's good, but the next 48 hours are critical. Marcus reached out, touched Sergeant's paw. The dog's eyes flickered open. His tail moved, once. Weak, but intentional. Hey, boy, Marcus whispered. You did good. You saved my life. Again. Sergeant's tongue came out, tried to lick Marcus's hand. Couldn't quite reach. Rest, Marcus said. I'll be back. I promise. They wheeled him back to his room. Jennifer was there, holding coffee and looking like she hadn't slept. How is he? Alive, fighting, like his owner. Jennifer handed him coffee. Inspector Hayes called. She wants to debrief you this afternoon. And Marcus, there's something else. Her tone changed, worried. What? Dom Castellano posted bail 2 hours ago. Marcus's blood went cold. How? Hayes said he was looking at federal charges. His lawyers found a technicality. Something about illegal search and seizure. Judge ruled the evidence inadmissible. Dom walked. Where is he now? Unknown. FBI lost track of him 40 minutes ago. Marcus tried to sit up. Pain exploded. He fell back. Don't, Jennifer said. You're in no condition to do anything. He's coming for me. Hayes has marshals posted outside your door. You're safe. For how long? Dom owns half the police force. Probably owns some marshals, too. A knock at the door. 2 U.S. Marshals entered. Professional. Alert. Commander Williams, we're your protection detail. Nobody gets in without clearance. How long are you here? Until Inspector Hayes says otherwise. After they left, Marcus's phone buzzed. Text from unknown number. He opened it. Video file. He pressed play. Dom's face filled the screen. He was sitting in what looked like an expensive restaurant, wine glass in hand, smiling. Commander Williams, congratulations on surviving. I'm impressed. Truly. Dom sipped his wine. But here's the thing about survival. It's temporary. You took something from me, My operation, my reputation, my freedom for 12 hours. Now I'm going to take something from you." Dom turned the camera. Naomi sat across from him, duct tape over her mouth, terror in her eyes. "Remember her?" Dom asked. "Pretty thing. You saved her once. Let's see if you can do it twice." He turned the camera back to himself. "You've got 1 hour, Commander."
Then I start hurting her. Really hurting her. Clocks ticking. The video ended. Marcus threw off his blanket, tried to stand. His legs buckled. Jennifer caught him. "What are you doing?" "He has Naomi." "That's impossible. Hayes said she's in protective custody." Marcus showed her the video. Jennifer's face went white. "We call Hayes. We call the marshals. We don't go charging in like an idiot." Marcus was already moving. Each step was agony. He made it to the closet. His clothes were there. Bloody. Torn. But there. "Marcus, stop. You can barely walk." "Then I'll crawl." He pulled on his pants, his shirt. Blood seeped through his bandages. Jennifer grabbed his arm. "You're going to kill yourself." "Better than letting her die." "She's not your responsibility." Marcus turned on her.
Then whose is she? Hayes? The FBI that sold her out? The police that work for Dom? Who's going to save her if I don't?
Someone who isn't bleeding out from 4 gunshot wounds.
"There is no one else." Marcus's voice cracked. "There's never anyone else. That's the problem. Everyone sees, everyone knows, nobody acts. I can't be that person, Jenny. I can't sit here safe while someone dies because I didn't try." Jennifer's eyes filled with tears. "You're just like Dad."
You know that? He died trying to help someone. Pulled over on the highway to help a stranded motorist. Got hit by a drunk driver. Died trying to be a good Samaritan. I know. And you're doing the same thing. Throwing your life away for strangers. They're not strangers anymore. A commotion outside. Raised voices. The door burst open. Not the marshals. Isaiah Brooks, Naomi's father. His face was wrong. Too calm. Too composed for a man whose daughter was kidnapped. "Commander Williams, we need to talk." Marcus's instinct screamed. "How did you get past the marshals?" "I told them I needed to thank you for saving my daughter." Isaiah closed the door, locked it. "But that's not why I'm here." He pulled a gun, small caliber, concealed carry. Jennifer gasped. "Isaiah, what are you doing?" Marcus asked. "What I should have done weeks ago. What I was paid to do." Isaiah's hand was steady, professional. "You were supposed to die in that warehouse, Commander. Chen promised me. Said you'd go in, Dom's men would kill you, problem solved." Marcus's mind raced. "You're working with Chen?" "With Dom. Always have been. You think I borrowed $35,000? That was a setup. My restaurant's been laundering Dom's money for 5 years. That whole scene, Dom strangling Naomi, that was theater, designed to make you react." "You let him hurt your daughter." "She wasn't hurt. Bruises fade."
But you? You were supposed to charge in, play hero, die trying.
Instead, you survived. Complicated everything. Jennifer moved toward the call button. Isaiah shot the wall beside her head. She froze. "Don't," Isaiah said. "Next one goes through you." "Where's Naomi?" Marcus asked. "That video, is she really with Dom?" "Yes and no. She's with Dom, but she's not in danger. She's part of this. Always has been." Marcus felt the world tilt. "What?" "My daughter's a very good actress, Commander. Those tears, that fear, performance. She studied drama at Tulane before switching to pre-med. Got a full ride based on her audition." "You're lying. Am I? Think about it. She happened to be working the day you showed up. Happened to be there when Dom arrived. Cried at exactly the right moments. Said exactly the right things to make you care. Marcus's chest tightened. Not from wounds. From betrayal. Why? Money. Dom pays well. And Commander, you made it easy. Retired SEAL. PTSD. Survivor's guilt. Looking for purpose. You were the perfect mark. We just had to give you someone to save. The other women. The 19 victims. Some real, some actors. Doesn't matter. Point is, you bought it. Walked right into our trap. Then why am I still alive? Because Jennifer called the DOJ, brought federal oversight, made it too messy to kill you quietly. Isaiah's expression hardened. But Dom's out now, and he wants this finished. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to write a suicide note. Say you can't live with the guilt, with the lives you took, with the people you failed. Then, you're going to shoot yourself. And if I don't? Isaiah turned the gun on Jennifer. Then I shoot your sister. Make it look like you did it. Murder-suicide. Crazy veteran kills his sister, then himself. Tragic. Believable. Jennifer's voice shook. Marcus, don't! I'm not going to hurt you, Jenny. Marcus looked at Isaiah. But I am going to kill him. Isaiah laughed. With what? You can barely stand. I'm armed. You're not. How exactly are you going to kill me? Marcus whistled. Sharp. Piercing. The door exploded inward. Not locked anymore. Someone had blown the lock. Sergeant launched through the opening. Still bandaged, still weak, but moving. He hit Isaiah like a missile. The gun flew. Isaiah screamed. The marshals rushed in, weapons drawn. On the ground! Now! Isaiah tried to fight. Sergeant's jaws closed on his arm. Not biting through, just holding. Waiting for Marcus's command. Sergeant, release. The dog let go. Stepped back. Stood between Marcus and Isaiah, hackles raised. The marshals cuffed Isaiah, hauled him up. How did you know? Jennifer asked Marcus. I didn't. But Sergeant's been trained to respond to that whistle since he was a puppy. Figured if he heard it, he'd come. He's supposed to be in ICU. Guess he didn't get the memo. Inspector Hayes appeared in the doorway. What the hell happened here? Isaiah Brooks just confessed to working with Dom. Said Naomi's part of it too. Said the whole thing was a setup. Hayes pulled out her phone, started typing. We had Naomi in a safe house. If she's compromised... Her phone rang. She answered. Listened. Her face went gray. When? How long ago? She hung up, looked at Marcus. Naomi's gone. Killed her protection detail 2 hours ago. 3 agents dead. Jennifer grabbed Marcus's arm. She killed federal agents? Not her, Hayes said. Dom's team. They hit the safe house. Took her. Or she walked out with them, Marcus said. If Isaiah's telling the truth. We don't know what's true anymore. Hayes ran her hand through her hair. But we've got bigger problems. Agent Chen escaped custody 40 minutes ago. Marcus's world lurched. How? Transport van was ambushed. 3 guards dead. Chen's gone. And Commander, before she disappeared, she left a message. For you. Hayes held up her phone, showed Marcus a text. You were right about one thing, Commander. I am corrupt. But I'm not the one running this operation. I'm just middle management. The real boss? You've already met him. And he's coming for you. SC. Who's SC? Jennifer asked. Sarah Chen, Marcus said. But who's the real boss? His phone rang. Unknown number. He answered. Commander Williams.
A man's voice. Cultured.
Educated. Familiar. Who is this?
Someone who's been watching you very carefully. Someone who's been very disappointed in your performance. Dom? Please. Dominic's a useful idiot. A blunt instrument. I'm something else entirely. Then who are you? You'll find out soon enough. But first, I wanted to give you a choice. Because unlike my associates, I believe in free will. What choice? Your sister Jennifer. She's at Oakwood Elementary in Virginia Beach, correct? Room 14.
23 third graders. All very innocent. All very vulnerable.
Marcus's blood turned to ice. If you touch her, I haven't touched anyone. Yet. But I could. Easily. One phone call, one man, one gun, 24 casualties, including your sister. Jennifer grabbed Marcus's hand. He could feel her shaking. Or, the voice continued, you can come to me, alone, save your sister, but abandon Naomi. Because, Commander, you can't save both. You have to choose. Where? Check your phone.
I'm sending coordinates. You've got 30 minutes. Come alone. Come unarmed. Or I start with the children.
The line went dead. Marcus's phone buzzed. Text message. GPS. Coordinates. Somewhere in the 9th Ward. Hayes reached for his phone. Give me those coordinates. We'll send tactical. He said come alone. And you believe him? Marcus, this is another trap. Probably. But if there's even a chance he's serious about killing children, I can't risk it.
Jennifer's voice was barely a whisper. What about Naomi?
If she's really working with Dom, she doesn't need saving. If she's not, if she's really in danger...
Marcus couldn't finish.
You're choosing me over her, Jennifer said. I'm choosing 23 children and my sister over one woman who might be a willing participant. Hayes stepped between them. This is exactly what he wants, to divide you, to make you choose. Don't give him that power.
Then what do you suggest?
We split resources. I send one team to Virginia Beach, another team to those coordinates. You stay here, in the hospital, safe. While children die because I wasn't fast enough? While professionals handle a hostage situation? Marcus was already moving. Each step was agony. His shoulders screamed. His chest felt like it was tearing apart. But he moved. Commander, that's an order, Hayes called. I don't take orders from you. He made it to the hallway.
The marshals blocked his path.
Sir, you can't leave. You're under federal protection. Then protect someone who wants it. Marcus pushed past them. His legs nearly gave out. He caught himself on the wall. Sergeant was beside him immediately, supporting him, steadying him. Jennifer ran after him. Marcus, wait, please, think about this. I am thinking. I'm thinking about 23 8-year-olds who'll die if I don't move. The FBI can handle it.
Can they?
Hayes couldn't keep Chen in custody, couldn't protect Naomi, couldn't stop Isaiah from walking into my hospital room with a gun. Why should I trust her to protect your students? Jennifer had no answer. They reached the elevator. Marcus pressed the button. Waited. I'm coming with you, Jennifer said. No. She's my class, my students. If anyone should be there, it's me. Which is exactly why you can't be. If this goes wrong, if I fail, those kids need you to survive.
Need you to help them process the trauma.
You can't do that if you're dead. The elevator opened. Marcus stepped in, hit the lobby button. Jennifer grabbed the door, held it. You're not doing this alone. Sergeant's with me. A dog with 3 bullet wounds. Great backup. He's alive. That's all that matters. Marcus. He pulled her hand off the door. I love you, Jenny. If this goes bad, if I don't make it back, I need you to know that. You're the only family I have, the only person who never gave up on me. Tears ran down her face. Then don't make me bury you. I'll try not to. The doors closed. Marcus rode down alone except for Sargent. The dog looked up at him with those amber eyes, trusting, loyal, ready to die beside him. We've been in worse situations, Marcus told him. Kandahar, Mogadishu, Helmand Province. We survived all of those. Sargent's tail wagged once. Yeah, Marcus said. But we had a team then. Air support, extraction plans.
Now it's just us. The elevator opened. Lobby. Marcus crossed to the exit. A security guard stepped in front of him. Sir, Inspector Hayes called. Said to detain you. You can try. The guard looked at Marcus, saw the blood seeping through his shirt, saw Sargent beside him, saw the absolute determination in Marcus's eyes. He stepped aside. Thank you. Marcus walked out into New Orleans' morning heat. His truck was in the parking garage. He made it there on will alone, legs shaking, vision swimming. He climbed in, started the engine. His phone rang. Hayes. He didn't answer. Text from her. Marcus, please, let us handle this. He typed back. Can't. Won't. Sorry. He put the truck in gear. GPS coordinates were 15 minutes away. 9th Ward, industrial area, abandoned since Katrina. Perfect place for an ambush. His phone rang again, different number. He answered. Commander, the cultured voice. I see you're on your way. Good. But I should mention something. A complication. What complication? Naomi Brooks isn't at those coordinates. Neither am I. Want to know where we actually are? Marcus's heart stopped. Where? Virginia Beach, Oakwood Elementary, with your sister, with those 23 precious children. And Commander, I'm not giving you a choice anymore. You come to Virginia Beach or they all die, starting in 5 minutes. That's impossible. Virginia Beach is 12 hours from here. For you, yes, but I'm already here. Been here for 2 hours, waiting, watching. Your sister just started her math lesson. Multiplication tables. Very educational. Shame they won't get to finish. Marcus's hands gripped the steering wheel. If you hurt them. 4 minutes, Commander. Oh, and those coordinates I sent you? That's where Dom is. With Chen. With everyone who betrayed you. They're waiting to kill you. So you've got a real choice now. Die in New Orleans fighting people who deserve it, or rush to Virginia knowing you'll never make it in time to save anyone. There has to be another way. There isn't. That's the beauty of it. You lose no matter what you choose. Welcome to real consequences, Commander. Welcome to a world where heroes don't win. The line went dead. Marcus sat there, engine running, mind racing. He couldn't save both, couldn't be in 2 places. His phone rang. Jennifer. He answered. Marcus, something's wrong. There's a man outside my classroom, just standing there, staring. He's not a parent, not a teacher. He's just standing there. Get the kids out, now. Fire alarm, anything. Get them out. What's happening? Jenny, trust me. Get those kids out of that classroom right now. He heard her moving. Heard her voice change. Teacher mode. Okay, class, we're going to have a surprise fire drill. Everyone line up quietly. Children's voices, confused, excited. Then a different sound. Glass breaking. Jennifer screamed. The line went dead. Jennifer! Marcus shouted. Jennifer! No answer. He dialed 911. This is Commander Marcus Williams. There's an active shooter at Oakwood Elementary in Virginia Beach. Room 14. Send everyone. Send everyone now. He hung up. Dialed Hayes. Inspector, Virginia Beach, Oakwood Elementary. He's there. He's got Jennifer and 23 kids. We're sending tactical, but Marcus, it's a 12-hour drive. Even by helicopter, it's... I know. Marcus's voice broke. But you have to try. He ended the call, sat there, bleeding, broken, helpless. For the first time in his career, Marcus Williams didn't know what to do. His phone buzzed. Text message, video file. He opened it. Jennifer's classroom. The children huddled in the corner, Jennifer standing in front of them, protecting them. And standing beside her, gun to her head, was someone Marcus recognized. Agent Sarah Chen. She smiled at the camera. Hello, Marcus. Surprised? You thought I escaped to run. But I escaped to finish what we started. See, this was always about you. About breaking you. About showing you that heroes don't win. That good men finish last. That everything you believe in is a lie. She pressed the gun harder against Jennifer's temple. You've got 5 minutes to reach those coordinates in the 9th Ward. 5 minutes to walk into Dom's trap. You do that, you die. And I let your sister and these children go. You don't, and I start killing them. 1 every 30 seconds. Starting with your sister. Jennifer's eyes found the camera. Marcus, don't. Don't come. Don't give her what she wants. Chen hit her. Jennifer fell. The children screamed. 4 minutes, Marcus. Clock's ticking. The video ended. Marcus looked at the GPS. 9th Ward, 15 minutes away. Virginia Beach, 12 hours away. He couldn't save both. Had to choose. His phone rang one more time. Unknown number. He answered. Time's up, Commander. What's it gonna be? Die trying to save people who betrayed you? Or live knowing you let your sister and 23 children die while you ran toward a fight you couldn't win? Marcus closed his eyes, made his choice, started driving. Marcus drove toward the 9th Ward. His hands shook on the wheel. Blood seeped through his bandages. Sergeant watched him from the passenger seat, sensing everything wrong. I'm sorry, Marcus whispered. Jenny, I'm so sorry. His phone rang. He answered. Smart choice, Commander. The cultured voice. Sacrificing your sister to catch the bad guys. Very utilitarian. If you hurt her, I won't. Chen will. She's quite angry with you. Blames you for ruining her operation. Destroying her career. She's going to take that anger out on 23 children. And your sister. And you'll live knowing you chose revenge over family. This isn't revenge. This is... what? Justice? Please. You're driving toward your own execution because you can't stand the thought of living as a failure. You'd rather die a hero than survive as the man who couldn't save his sister. Marcus's throat tightened. That's not true. Isn't it? Tell me, Commander, what happens after you die today? Who remembers you? Who mourns you? Your sister will be dead. Your parents are dead. You have no wife, no children, no legacy. You'll just be another veteran who couldn't adjust to civilian life. Another statistic. I'm ending your operation. My operation will continue. I'm not Dom. I'm not Chen. I'm not even in New Orleans. I'm everywhere. And when you die today, I'll find someone else to manipulate. Someone else to break. Because that's what I do, Commander. I break heroes. I prove they're frauds. I show the world that good men are just naive fools, waiting to be slaughtered. Marcus ended the call, threw the phone on the seat. He was 3 blocks from the coordinates when his phone rang again. Different number. He answered. Marcus! Hayes's voice, breathless. Virginia Beach PD is on scene. SWAT's moving in.
How long? They breached the building 2 minutes ago. No contact yet with room 14. What does that mean? It means Chen barricaded the door. They're cutting through now. Gunshots erupted through the phone. Children screaming. Hayes, what's happening? SWAT's engaging. Chen's firing on officers. The children. The line went dead. Marcus's vision tunneled. His foot pressed the accelerator harder. The F-150's engine screamed. 1 block away. His phone rang again. Unknown number. Don't answer it, Marcus told himself. He answered anyway. She's dead. The cultured voice. Your sister. Chen shot her 30 seconds ago. Execution style. In front of the children. Want to hear them crying? You're lying. Am I? Hold on. The sound of children sobbing. A woman's voice trying to calm them. Not Jennifer's voice. That's Mrs. Patterson, the voice said. The teacher from next door. She's trying to comfort them. Trying to explain why they just watched someone's brains get blown out. It's not going well. Marcus couldn't breathe, couldn't think, couldn't process. Jennifer was dead. He'd chosen wrong. But there's good news, the voice continued. You're about to join her. Look up. Marcus looked. The warehouse ahead. 3 stories. Windows shattered. Graffiti everywhere. There are 12 men in that building, Commander. All armed. All waiting. You walk in, you're dead in 5 seconds. Want to know the beautiful part? Marcus didn't answer. Even if you kill them all, even if you somehow survive, it won't bring your sister back. Won't save those traumatized children. Won't undo anything. You'll just be a killer who failed to protect his family. That's your legacy. That's all you'll ever be. Marcus hung up, parked the truck, sat there. Jennifer was dead. His baby sister, the only family he had left. He'd chosen wrong, chosen revenge over family, chosen a fight over love. His father's voice echoed in his memory. Marcus, being a man isn't about being the toughest or the strongest. It's about being there for the people who need you. Family first. Always. Marcus had forgotten that. Had spent 16 years in the Navy putting mission first. Had watched teammates die. Had killed enemies. Had become so good at violence that he'd forgotten what mattered. Jennifer had tried to tell him. You don't owe anyone anything more. But he hadn't listened. And now she was dead. Sergeant whined, put his paw on Marcus's arm. I know, boy. I know. Marcus pulled his pistol. Checked the magazine. 15 rounds. Not enough. He grabbed a backup magazine from the glove box. 16 more rounds. 31 bullets. 12 men. The math worked if he was perfect. He wasn't perfect anymore. 4 gunshot wounds. Massive blood loss. Vision swimming. Hands shaking. He was going to die in that warehouse. Good. He deserved it. Marcus opened the door. Stepped out. Each movement was agony. Sergeant jumped out beside him. Still bandaged. Still weak. Still ready. You don't have to do this, Marcus told him. You can stay here. Live. Find a new handler. Sergeant's response was to move toward the warehouse. Marcus followed. They reached the entrance. Metal door. Unlocked like promised. Marcus kicked it open. Empty corridor. Darkness ahead. He moved in, weapon raised, sergeant beside him. 3 steps in, gunfire erupted. Muzzle flashes from both sides. Marcus dove, sergeant went low. Bullets punched through the wall where Marcus had been standing. He returned fire.
2 shots left, 2 shots right. Heard someone scream. "He's in the north corridor," a voice shouted. More gunshots. Marcus crawled behind a support column. Sargent was already there, pressed against him. Blood ran from Marcus's shoulder. The wound had reopened. He was leaving a trail. "He's hit!" Another voice. "He's bleeding out! Move in! Finish him!" Footsteps, multiple, coming from both directions. Marcus looked at Sargent. "When I say run, you run. Out the door. Don't stop. Don't look back. Find Hayes. Find help." Sargent's eyes said no. "That's an order." The dog didn't move. "Sergeant!" Too late. The men were on them.
Marcus came up firing, dropped the first man. Second man. Third got a shot off, caught Marcus in the leg. He went down. Sargent attacked, hit the third man. They went down together. Sounds of tearing, screaming. Fourth man appeared, aimed at Sargent. Marcus shot him, center mass. He dropped. But the gunshot sound was wrong, muffled. Marcus looked at his pistol. Last round. 1 bullet left. 12 men. He dropped 4. 8 remained. Not enough bullets. He ejected the magazine, grabbed his backup, loaded it. 16 more rounds. His phone rang. He ignored it. Kept moving deeper into the warehouse. Found stairs. Went up. 2nd floor. Voices above him. 3rd floor. That's where they'd be. High ground. Tactical advantage. Marcus's leg was bleeding badly. Each step left a red footprint. He wasn't going to make it. Didn't matter. Jennifer was dead. Nothing mattered. He reached 2nd floor. Empty offices. Broken furniture. Someone had prepared this. Set it up as a kill box. His phone rang again. He answered. "Marcus." Hayes's voice. "Stop. Don't go up there." "Why not?" "Because Virginia Beach just called. Jennifer's alive." Marcus froze. "What?" "Chen didn't kill her. Shot over her head. Psychological warfare. Trying to make you think she was dead. But she's alive, Marcus. Shaken. Traumatized. But alive. All the children are alive. SWAT got them out. That video. Fake audio. Chen mixed screaming from a movie. Made you think the worst. But everyone's alive. You're walking into a trap for nothing." Marcus sank against a wall. Jennifer was alive. "Did you hear me?" Hayes pressed. "Jennifer's safe. The children are safe. You don't need to die today." But the voice on the phone, he said, he lied. They all lied. That's what they do, Marcus. They manipulate. They break you psychologically before they kill you physically. Marcus looked up the stairs.
But if Jennifer's safe, then this whole thing
Was designed to get you here, to make you so angry, so broken, so suicidal that you'd walk into certain death. Don't give them that satisfaction. Marcus stood, started back toward the stairs. Gunfire erupted from above. Bullets chewed through the floor around him. He ran, made it to the stairs, started down. Men were coming up, 3 of them, weapons raised. Marcus shot the first one, second one. Third got a round off that caught Marcus in the side. He fell, tumbled down the stairs, landed hard. Something cracked. Ribs, maybe? Couldn't breathe. Sergeant appeared, grabbed Marcus's collar, started pulling. More men coming. Marcus could hear them. 4 left, maybe 5. He tried to stand. Couldn't. His leg was destroyed. His side was bleeding. His shoulder was screaming. Sergeant kept pulling, dragged Marcus toward the exit. "Good boy," Marcus whispered. "Good boy. Get us out." They were 10 feet from the door when it opened. Dom Castellano stepped in, gun raised, smiling. "Commander Williams, end of the road." Marcus reached for his pistol. It was gone.
Dropped it during the fall. Dom walked closer. You know what's funny? All of this, every bit of it, and you still haven't figured it out. Figured what out? Who's really running this operation? Who's been pulling the strings? You're going to monologue now? Really? Dom laughed. Why not? You're dying anyway. Might as well die informed. He kicked Marcus in the ribs. Pain exploded. You thought it was Chen? Please. She's middle management. You thought it was me? I'm just the muscle. The real boss, the real architect of all this, is someone you trusted completely. Who? Dom leaned down, pressed his gun against Marcus's forehead. Inspector General Patricia Hayes. Marcus's world stopped. That's right, Hayes has been running the corruption network for 8 years. Chen worked for her. I work for her. Even Morrison worked for her before you got him arrested. She built an empire using FBI resources, and nobody suspected because she's the one investigating corruption. That's impossible. Is it? Think about it. Who convinced you to play bait? Who sent you into the warehouse, knowing Chen's team would try to kill you? Who rescued you at the perfect moment to make herself look like a hero? Hayes orchestrated everything, Commander. She's the one who wanted you dead. Then why am I still alive? Because your sister got the DOJ involved, forced Hayes to pivot, made her protect you temporarily to maintain her cover. But now? Dom smiled. Now she's done with you. Sent you here to die. Probably planned to show up after. Weep over your body. Blame Dom, the evil gangster. Get a promotion for finally catching me. You're lying. Am I? Call her. Ask her where she is right now. Ask her why she's not sending backup. Ask her why she told you to come here alone. Marcus's phone rang. Hayes calling. Dom laughed. Perfect timing. Answer it. Let's see if she admits the truth. Marcus answered. Put it on speaker. Marcus, where are you? Hayes sounded worried, urgent. Inside the warehouse, bleeding out. Thanks for the backup that isn't coming. What? I sent tactical 20 minutes ago. They should be... Stop lying, Dom interrupted. He knows, Patricia. Knows you've been running the operation. Knows you set him up. Silence on the other end. Then Hayes's voice, different now, cold, calculated. Dominic, you idiot. I gave you specific instructions. Kill him quietly. Why is he still breathing? He's more resilient than expected. I don't pay you for excuses. I pay you for results. Finish it. Now. She hung up. Dom looked at Marcus. See? She doesn't even deny it anymore. You were right not to trust anyone, Commander. Everyone's corrupt. Everyone's compromised. Welcome to reality. He cocked the hammer. Marcus closed his eyes, waited for the shot. It didn't come. Instead, an explosion. The wall beside them blew inward. Smoke. Debris. Screaming. Through the smoke, figures moved. Tactical gear. But not FBI. U.S. Marshals, drop your weapons! Dom spun. Fired. The Marshals returned fire. Dom went down, clutching his chest. Blood everywhere. More Marshals poured in, secured the building. One knelt beside Marcus. Commander Williams? Yeah. We're getting you out. Medics are on the way. How did you know? Your sister. She didn't just call DOJ. She called everyone. U.S. Marshals, ATF, DEA, State Police. Told everyone the FBI was compromised. That you needed help. Made enough noise that we had to respond. Marcus almost smiled. Jennifer. Always thinking ahead. They carried him out. Sunlight hit his face. Ambulances waited. Paramedics rushed forward. Sergeant? Marcus asked. The dog's right here. He's okay. They loaded Marcus into an ambulance, started IVs, checked vitals. You're lucky to be alive, a paramedic said. 7 gunshot wounds. How are you still conscious? Practice. His phone rang. He answered. Marcus. Jennifer's voice. She was crying. They told me you're alive. You're really alive. Yeah, Jenny, I'm alive. You idiot. You absolute idiot. I told you to be careful. I was careful. I just wasn't smart. What happened? They're saying Hayes was corrupt, that she tried to kill you. It's complicated. I'll explain later. Are you okay? Are the kids okay? We're fine. Scared, but fine. Chen's in custody. Tried to fight SWAT. They shot her. Non-fatal. She'll live to stand trial. Marcus closed his eyes. Good. Marcus, I need to tell you something. About Dad. What about him? Remember I said he died helping someone? That drunk driver hit him while he was helping a stranded motorist? Yeah. I lied. Well, not lied exactly, but I left out part of the story. Marcus opened his eyes. What part? The motorist Dad was helping? She survived. Because Dad put himself between her and the drunk driver. He chose to protect a stranger, even though it meant dying. The woman he saved, her name was Patricia Hayes. She was 23, just graduated from college. Dad saved her life. Marcus's blood went cold. Hayes? Yeah, I looked her up after I called DOJ. Wanted to make sure she'd help you. Found old news articles about Dad's death. Found her name. Marcus, Hayes owes her entire life to our father, and she repaid that by trying to kill his son. Marcus couldn't speak, couldn't process. I'm sorry, Jennifer continued. I should have told you sooner. Should have realized who she was when she first contacted you. But I didn't make the connection until... It's okay, Marcus said. His voice sounded far away. It's not your fault. It is. I'm the one who told you to trust her. I'm the one who said DOJ oversight was good. I practically gift-wrapped you for her. Jenny, listen to me. None of this is your fault. You saved my life today. You called everyone, made sure I had backup. That's what matters. She was crying harder now. I thought I lost you. Thought you were going to die in that warehouse. Thought I'd have to bury my only family. You didn't lose me. I'm here. I'm alive. We're both alive. Promise me something. Anything. Promise me you'll stop playing hero. Promise me you'll come home. Promise me you'll just be my brother for a while, instead of everyone's savior. Marcus looked at the ambulance ceiling, thought about everything that had happened, the people he'd saved, the people he'd lost, the corruption he'd exposed, the war that never ended. I promise. They took him to the hospital, different one this time, more secure. U.S. Marshals posted at every entrance. They operated on him for 6 hours, removed bullets, repaired damage, transfused blood. When he woke up, Jennifer was there. She'd flown from Virginia Beach overnight. Hey, she said. Hey. How do you feel? Like I got shot 7 times. She almost smiled. Doctors say you'll live. Full recovery in 6 months, if you take it easy. Define easy. No fighting, no guns, no warehouses, no corrupt FBI agents. Just rest, recovery, being normal. Normal sounds boring. Normal sounds alive. A knock at the door. 2 men entered. Suits, badges. Commander Williams, I'm Special Agent Davis, FBI Internal Affairs. This is Agent Rodriguez. We need to ask you some questions about Inspector General Hayes. Marcus sat up. Pain shot through his chest. What about her? She's missing. Fled custody 6 hours ago. We believe she's left the country. Mexico, maybe Central America. So she got away. For now, but we've frozen her assets, issued warrants, contacted Interpol. She'll surface eventually. They always do. And Dom? Dead. Bled out in the ambulance. Chen's talking, though. Giving up everyone. Hayes's whole network is collapsing. 87 arrests so far. More coming. Davis sat down. Commander, we need your testimony. Full deposition about everything that happened. Every conversation. Every incident. You're our star witness. When? After you recover, but soon. Hayes's lawyers will try to suppress evidence. We need your story documented before they can. After they left, Jennifer looked at him. You're not doing it, are you? Doing what? Testifying. Going back into this world. You're going to disappear. Go somewhere Hayes can't find you. Marcus didn't answer. Marcus, she's going to come after you. You know that, right? She can't let you testify. You're the only witness who can put her away for life. I know. So what are you going to do? Before Marcus could answer, another knock. The door opened. Naomi Brooks walked in. Marcus's hand went for a weapon he didn't have. Jennifer stepped between them. What are you doing here? Marcus demanded. I need to talk to you. Naomi's voice was different, harder. About what my father said, about me being part of Dom's operation. Was he lying? No, he was telling the truth. I was part of it, at first. Marcus's jaw tightened. Get out. Wait, please, just let me explain. Explain what? How you helped them? How you set me up? How you almost got me killed? Yes, all of it. Naomi pulled a chair, sat down. 3 years ago, Dom approached my father, offered him money to launder through the restaurant. Dad refused. So Dom threatened me, said he'd kill me if Dad didn't cooperate. Dad had no choice. That doesn't explain you working for them. I'm getting there. Dom made me work at the restaurant, made me interact with customers, learn their routines, identify targets. Anyone with money, anyone vulnerable, I reported to him. I hated it, hated myself, but I was terrified. He had men watching me constantly. I couldn't escape. You could have gone to police. The police worked for Dom. You think I didn't try? I reported him twice. Both times, Morrison shut me down. Told me to keep quiet or I'd disappear like the others. Jennifer spoke up. The others? Dom killed 3 women before me. Women who tried to resist, who tried to run. Their bodies were never found. He made sure everyone knew what happened to girls who fought back. Marcus studied her. So when I showed up at the restaurant, when Dom grabbed you, that was real. That wasn't planned. Dom didn't tell me he was coming that day. I was as surprised as you. Naomi's eyes filled with tears. When he grabbed my throat, when I couldn't breathe, I genuinely thought I was dying. Then you stood up. You saved me. For the first time in 3 years, someone stood up for me. But your father said, my father was terrified. Hayes got to him, told him to lie, told him to say I was part of the operation, made him think that if he claimed I was complicit, they'd let me go free. He was trying to protect me. He didn't know Hayes was planning to kill us both. Marcus wanted to believe her, wanted to trust, but trust had almost killed him. Prove it, he said. Naomi pulled out a phone. I recorded everything, every conversation with Dom, every threat, every time he made me report on customers. I've been documenting his operation for 2 years, waiting for someone I could trust to give it to. She handed Marcus the phone. He scrolled through. Hundreds of audio files, text messages, photos, a complete record of Dom's network. Why didn't you give this to FBI? Because I didn't know who to trust. Chen was supposed to be investigating Dom, but nothing ever happened. Morrison was obviously corrupt. I didn't know who was clean and who was dirty. Then you showed up, a complete outsider, someone with no connections to anyone. I knew you were the one. So you're telling me this whole time you were gathering evidence? Yes.
And when Hayes tried to kill you, when she revealed herself, I knew I had to come forward.
This phone has everything. Enough to put away everyone in Dom's network. Everyone Hayes was protecting. Jennifer took the phone, scrolled through. Marcus, this is real. Bank records, wire transfers, meeting notes. This is everything. Marcus looked at Naomi, really looked at her. Saw the bruises, the fear, the exhaustion of someone who'd been living in terror for years. I'm sorry, he said finally.
For what? For doubting you, for thinking you were part of it.
You had every reason to doubt. They manipulated you, manipulated everyone. Naomi stood. But now we can stop them. Not just Dom, not just Hayes, everyone. We can burn the whole thing down. She was right. Marcus took the phone. I'll make sure this gets to the right people. Thank you. Naomi turned to leave. Stopped. Commander, one more thing. Sergeant saved my life in that warehouse.
When Dom's men came for me, Sergeant protected me until SWAT arrived. I owe him my life, and I owe you mine twice over. After she left, Jennifer looked at Marcus.
What are you going to do? What I should have done from the start. Finish this. Properly. How? By making sure Hayes can never hurt anyone again. His phone rang. Unknown number. He answered. Commander Williams. Hayes's voice. Congratulations. You survived. I'm impressed.
Where are you?
Somewhere you'll never find me. Somewhere I can live very comfortably on the money I've stolen over 8 years. But I wanted to call and say thank you. For what? For proving my point, that heroes don't win, that good men finish last. You did everything right, Marcus. Everything. And what did it get you? 7 gunshot wounds, a dead career, a sister traumatized for life. And I'm free. Rich. Untouchable. You won't stay free. Won't I? I've got $300 million in offshore accounts, fake passports, connections in 12 countries. I could live like a queen for the rest of my life. While you rot in hospitals and courtrooms, I'll be sipping champagne on beaches you can't afford to visit. You forgot something. What? My father saved your life. He died protecting you, and you repaid that by trying to kill his son. That's not something you live with easily. That's not something money fixes.
Silence.
You're going to spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder, Marcus continued, wondering when someone will recognize you, when Interpol will find you, when karma catches up. That's not freedom, Hayes. That's a different kind of prison. Pretty speech. Doesn't change reality. I'm free. You're broken. I win. You didn't win. You're just not caught yet. There's a difference. Hayes laughed. Goodbye, Commander. Enjoy your life of mediocrity. She hung up.
Jennifer looked at him.
You okay? Yeah. Because she's wrong. About what? About winning. About heroes. About all of it. Marcus pulled Jennifer close. Sergeant jumped on the bed, careful of Marcus's injuries. We're alive, Jenny. You, me, Sergeant, Naomi, those 23 kids. We're all alive because I didn't quit. Because I kept fighting even when it seemed hopeless. Hayes can have her money. Let her run. Let her hide. She'll never have peace. But we will. Jennifer hugged him tighter. So what now? Now? Now we go home. We heal. We recover. We be family. And after that? Marcus looked at Naomi's phone, at the evidence that could bring down an empire. After that, we make sure this never happens to anyone else. 3 days later, Marcus was discharged. Jennifer drove him back to her place in Virginia Beach. Sergeant rode in the back, finally cleared by the vet. They didn't talk much during the drive. Didn't need to. They were alive. That was enough. When they reached Jennifer's house, Marcus's phone rang. Special Agent Davis. "Commander, we got her." "Got who?" "Hayes. Mexican authorities arrested her 2 hours ago. Tried to cross the border with fake passport. Recognition software flagged her. She's in custody, being extradited tomorrow." Marcus closed his eyes. "Thank you." "No, Commander, thank you. Because of you, we're dismantling the biggest corruption network in FBI history. Because of you, 87 criminals are off the streets. Because of you, 19 women have justice." After he hung up, Jennifer looked at him. "Hayes?" "In custody." Jennifer smiled. "Guess she didn't win after all." No, she didn't. That night, Marcus sat on Jennifer's porch, Sergeant beside him, coffee in his hand, peace in his heart for the first time in months. His phone buzzed. Text from Naomi. "Thank you for everything. Because of you, I'm starting med school next month. Because of you, my father's restaurant is reopening. Because of you, we have our lives back. You're a hero, whether you believe it or not. N." Marcus smiled, looked at Sergeant. "You hear that, boy? We're heroes." Sergeant's tail wagged. "Yeah," Marcus said. "Me neither." But for once, Marcus didn't feel like a failure. Didn't feel like a broken veteran with nothing left. He felt like what he'd been searching for since Somalia. He felt like he mattered. And that was worth all the pain, all the sacrifice, all the blood. Because at the end of the day, heroes weren't the ones who never fell. They were the ones who got back up. And Marcus Williams would always get back up. Marcus woke up screaming. Jennifer rushed into the guest room. "Marcus, you're okay. You're safe." But he wasn't in Virginia Beach. He was back in Somalia, watching his team die, watching the IED detonate, watching bodies fly apart. "They're dead," Marcus gasped. "I couldn't save them." "I couldn't—" "Marcus, look at me." Jennifer grabbed his face. "You're in my house, in Virginia Beach. That was 6 months ago. You survived. You're here." His breathing slowed. Reality returned. But the guilt didn't leave. Never left. "How long have the nightmares been back?" Jennifer asked. "Since New Orleans." "Every night?" "Every time I close my eyes." She sat on the edge of the bed. "You need to see someone, a therapist, someone who specializes in combat trauma." "I'm fine." "You're not fine. You just woke up thinking you were back in Somalia. That's not fine." Marcus's phone rang. Special Agent Davis. He answered. "Yeah?" "Commander, Hayes' arraignment is tomorrow. Federal courthouse in New Orleans. We need you there." "Why?" "Because the judge wants to hear from you directly, wants to understand what happened. Your testimony could determine whether Hayes gets bail." "She better not get bail." "Her lawyers are good, very good. They're claiming prosecutorial misconduct, illegal surveillance, fruit of the poisonous tree. Without your testimony, she might walk." Marcus closed his eyes. Back to New Orleans. Back to the place that almost killed him. "I'll be there." After he hung up, Jennifer looked at him. "You don't have to go." "Yes, I do." "Let someone else testify. Let Naomi testify. Let Chen testify. You've done enough." "If I don't testify, Hayes walks.
continues destroying lives. I can't let that happen.
Even if it destroys you? Marcus didn't have an answer. The next morning, they flew to New Orleans. Jennifer insisted on coming. Marcus didn't argue. The federal courthouse was massive. Security everywhere. Media circus outside. Reporters shouting questions Marcus ignored. Inside, Special Agent Davis met them. "Commander, thank you for coming. There's something you need to know before the hearing." "What?" "Hayes's lawyer filed a motion this morning. They're claiming you acted as an unlawful vigilante, that everything you did in New Orleans was illegal, that you assaulted Dom's men without cause, that you trespassed, that you operated as law enforcement without authority." "That's insane." "It's strategy. They're trying to paint you as the criminal and Hayes as the victim trying to stop you. They're saying she only ordered your death because you were a dangerous vigilante killing people." "I was defending myself." "We know that, but juries can be unpredictable, especially when expensive lawyers twist facts." They entered the courtroom. Hayes was already there, orange jumpsuit, shackles. But her expression was calm, confident. She looked at Marcus, smiled. The judge entered. Everyone stood. "Be seated. We're here for the arraignment of Patricia Hayes, former FBI Inspector General, on charges of corruption, conspiracy to commit murder, and racketeering. How does the defendant plead?" Hayes's lawyer stood. "Not guilty, Your Honor, and we request bail pending trial." "Opposed," the prosecutor said. "Ms. Hayes is a flight risk. She attempted to flee to Mexico. She has access to millions in offshore accounts. She poses a danger to witnesses." The judge looked at Hayes. "Ms. Hayes, you held one of the highest positions in federal law enforcement. You swore an oath to uphold justice. These charges suggest you violated that oath in the most egregious way possible. Why should I grant bail?" Hayes stood. "Your Honor, I'm innocent. The prosecution's case rests entirely on the testimony of a mentally unstable veteran with PTSD and a history of violence. Commander Williams isn't a witness. He's a vigilante who killed multiple people during a psychotic episode. The FBI tried to stop him. I tried to stop him. And now he's trying to destroy my career to cover his crimes." Marcus's hands clenched. Jennifer grabbed his arm. "Your Honor," Hayes continued, "I request you allow me to present evidence that Commander Williams is not credible, that his testimony is the product of delusion and trauma, that he's projecting his guilt onto me." The judge looked at Marcus. "Commander Williams, you're here?" Marcus stood. "Yes, Your Honor." "Approach." Marcus walked to the front. His leg still hurt. His shoulder still screamed. Every step was a reminder of what Hayes had done. "Commander, are you currently under psychiatric care?" the judge asked. "No, Your Honor." "Have you been diagnosed with PTSD?" "Yes, after Somalia." "Are you currently taking medication for that condition?" Marcus hesitated. "No." "Why not?" "Because I don't need it." Hayes's lawyer jumped in. "Your Honor, Commander Williams admitted to having PTSD, admitted to not taking medication. He wakes up screaming every night thinking he's back in combat. How can we trust his perception of events?" "I know what I saw," Marcus said. "Hayes tried to kill me, multiple times." "Or you had a psychotic break," the lawyer countered. "Imagined threats that didn't exist. Attacked innocent people. And now you're inventing a conspiracy to justify your actions." The judge looked at the prosecutor. "Do you have corroborating witnesses?" "Yes, Your Honor. Agent Sarah Chen has testified that Hayes ordered Commander Williams's death. We have recordings. We have documentation." "Agent Chen is facing life in prison," Hayes's lawyer said. "She'll say anything to reduce her sentence. Her testimony is bought and paid for.
What about Dominic Castellano? The judge asked. Dead. Killed by Commander Williams during his violent rampage. Self-defense, Marcus said. Or murder. Depends on perspective. The judge was quiet for a long moment. I'm going to allow both sides to present abbreviated testimony. Commander Williams, you'll testify.
Then Miss Hayes's defense can present their psychiatric expert. Then I'll rule on bail. They took a recess. Marcus sat in a witness room, shaking.
They're destroying you, Jennifer said, making you look insane. Because it's working. Judge is believing them. Then make him believe you. Tell the truth. Tell what really happened.
A knock at the door. Naomi entered.
Commander, I heard what they're doing. It's not right.
It's legal strategy.
It's character assassination.
Naomi sat down. I'm testifying too. I'm telling the judge what Hayes did, what Dom did. The judge will believe me. Will he? Or will they say you're traumatized, unreliable, another broken witness?
Then what do we do?
Before Marcus could answer, the door opened again. A woman entered, 60s, elegant, familiar. Commander Williams, I'm Margaret Morrison, Detective Morrison's wife. Marcus stood. Mrs. Morrison, I'm sorry about killing my nephew? Don't be. Jake made his choices. He chose to work for Dom, chose violence. You did what you had to do.
Your husband tried to kill me.
I know, and he's in prison now because of it. But Commander, I'm not here to blame you. I'm here to thank you. Marcus was confused. Thank me? My husband was corrupt for 8 years. I suspected, but couldn't prove it. Couldn't stop him. You exposed him. Ended it. Yes, my nephew is dead. Yes, my husband is in prison. But they were criminals. They deserved consequences. She pulled out an envelope. These are my husband's personal files, journals, bank records, proof that Hayes was running the corruption network, proof she paid him, proof she ordered hits on witnesses. I'm giving these to you. Use them to bury her. Marcus took the envelope. Why? Because my husband told me something before he was arrested. He said Hayes threatened to kill our daughter if he didn't cooperate. Said she'd make it look like suicide. I can't let her walk free, knowing she threatened my child. Stop her, Commander. Make sure she never hurts anyone again. After she left, Marcus opened the envelope. Inside were dozens of documents, handwritten notes, wire transfer receipts, everything they needed. He showed Davis. The agent's eyes went wide. This is it. This proves everything. Hayes is done. They returned to the courtroom. Marcus took the stand.
Commander Williams, the prosecutor began, tell us what happened in New Orleans.
Marcus told everything. The restaurant, Dom strangling Naomi, the warehouse, Chen's betrayal, Hayes's manipulation. All of it. Hayes's lawyer cross-examined. Commander, how many people did you kill in New Orleans? In self-defense? 7. 7 people dead. That's quite a body count for someone playing hero. They were shooting at me. Or were you shooting at them? You've killed before, haven't you? In Somalia, in Afghanistan. Killing is familiar to you. I was a Navy SEAL. Combat was my job. And you miss it, don't you? Miss the adrenaline, miss the purpose. So you invented a conspiracy to give yourself permission to kill again. That's not true. Isn't it? You admitted to having PTSD, to nightmares, to flashback.
How do we know this whole thing isn't just another flashback? Another nightmare you're confusing with reality?
Marcus felt himself slipping. The lawyer was good. Too good. I know what I saw. Do you? Or do you know what your damaged mind told you to see? Objection, the prosecutor said. Badgering. Sustained. Counselor, move on. Hayes's lawyer smiled.
No further questions. The judge called a recess. Marcus stepped down, feeling like he'd failed. Jennifer hugged him.
You did fine. They're going to grant her bail. They think I'm crazy.
Then we show them you're not. The afternoon session started with Hayes' psychiatric expert, a doctor who'd never met Marcus, but had opinions anyway. Based on Commander Williams' history, his symptoms, his behavior, it's my professional opinion that he suffered a psychotic break triggered by PTSD. Everything he claims to have experienced could be hallucinations, paranoid delusions.
His mind creating enemies that don't exist.
So you're saying Inspector General Hayes is innocent? The lawyer asked. I'm saying Commander Williams isn't a reliable witness. His perceptions can't be trusted. The prosecutor cross-examined. Doctor, did you examine Commander Williams? No. Did you interview him? No. So your opinion is based entirely on speculation? Based on documented symptoms of PTSD and psychosis.
Have you reviewed the physical evidence, the recordings, the bank records?
That's not my area of expertise. So you can't say whether Hayes actually committed these crimes? No, but I can say Commander Williams's testimony shouldn't be trusted. The judge looked troubled. Is there any other evidence besides Commander Williams's testimony? Yes, Your Honor. The prosecutor stood. We call Margaret Morrison. Hayes's face went white. Margaret took the stand.
Described her husband's confession. Described Hayes's threats.
Presented the documents. Hayes's lawyer tried to object. These are hearsay, unverified. These are Detective Morrison's personal records, the prosecutor countered. Written in his own hand, detailing every payment, every order, every crime. The judge examined the documents. His expression hardened. Ms. Hayes, these records show payments totaling $3 million from your accounts to Detective Morrison.
How do you explain that?
Hayes's confidence cracked. Those are fabricated. They match your bank records, which we've subpoenaed. Want to change your story? Hayes's lawyer whispered urgently. She shook her head. I want to testify, Hayes said. I advise against that, her lawyer said. I don't care. I want to speak. The judge allowed it. Hayes took the stand. Everything I did, Hayes began, was to stop Commander Williams. He came to New Orleans and started killing people.
Dom's men. Chen's team.
He was out of control. I had to stop him. By ordering his death? The prosecutor asked. By neutralizing a threat. You admitted on a recorded phone call that you wanted him dead. Out of context. The context was Dom asking if he should kill Commander Williams and you saying yes. I was trying to maintain my cover, infiltrating Dom's organization. I had to appear complicit. For 8 years? Deep cover operations take time.
The prosecutor pulled out another document. This is a bank statement showing you purchased a home in the Cayman Islands for $4 million. Explain how that's part of your undercover operation.
Hayes couldn't answer. This is a receipt for a yacht. $2 million. Undercover? Still no answer. Ms. Hayes, you weren't infiltrating a criminal organization. You were running one. That's not true. Then explain the $300 million in offshore accounts.
The courtroom erupted. The judge banged his gavel. Ms. Hayes, I've heard enough. Bail is denied. You'll remain in custody pending trial.
Hayes lunged across the bench. This is a setup. Williams is lying. All of them are lying. Marshals restrained her, dragged her out. She was screaming the whole way. Marcus exhaled. It was over. For now. Outside the courthouse, reporters mobbed them. Marcus said nothing. Let his lawyer handle it. Davis approached. Commander, you did good in there.
Felt like I was losing.
You weren't. You told the truth. That's all that matters.
Jennifer pulled him aside. Can we go home now? Yeah, let's go home. 3 weeks later, Marcus sat in Jennifer's living room, Sergeant beside him, coffee in hand. Physical therapy had helped. He could walk without limping, could move his shoulder without screaming. His phone rang. Unknown number. He almost didn't answer, then did. Commander Williams? A man's voice, calm, professional. Who is this? Someone who's been watching your case very carefully. Hayes's trial starts next month. She's going to lose. Go to prison for life. You won. Congratulations. Why are you calling? To offer you a job. Marcus's blood went cold. What kind of job? The kind Hayes was supposed to do. Running assets, managing operations, maintaining order in chaos. You're the one above Hayes, the one she mentioned. Very good. Yes, I'm the one she reported to, the one who built this network over 15 years. Hayes was middle management. Useful, but replaceable. I'm not interested. You haven't heard the offer. I'm proposing you take Hayes's position. Work for me. Use your skills to maintain order. Get paid very well. Live comfortably. By being corrupt? By being realistic. The world isn't black and white, Commander. It's gray. Messy. People like me keep it functional. We allow small crimes to prevent big ones. We manage criminals instead of fighting endless wars against them. That's what Hayes said. Didn't make it right. Right is subjective. Results matter. Under Hayes's management, New Orleans had the lowest violent crime rate in 20 years because we controlled the criminals, directed their activities, prevented chaos. By letting Dom rape women? Acceptable losses. 300 innocent people stayed safe because Dom's organization prevented worse criminals from operating. Sometimes you sacrifice pawns to protect the king. Those pawns were people. And you've killed people, Commander. In Somalia, in Afghanistan, in New Orleans. Don't pretend you're morally superior. You've made the same calculations I have. Marcus wanted to argue. Couldn't. The voice was right. He had killed, had made hard choices, had sacrificed some to save others. The difference, Marcus said slowly, is I killed enemies. You killed innocents. Semantics. Dead is dead. No, intent matters. I killed to protect. You killed to profit. I killed to maintain order. Profit was a side benefit. But Commander, this call isn't really about philosophy. It's about giving you a choice. Work for me, get rich, live comfortably. Or refuse, and I'll destroy everyone you love. Marcus's hand tightened on the phone. Jennifer, and Naomi, and Sergeant, and every person you saved in New Orleans. I have their addresses, their routines, their vulnerabilities. One phone call, all of them dead. You're bluffing. Am I? Hayes thought I was bluffing when I threatened her. She found out I wasn't. Do you want to test me? Marcus looked at Jennifer. She was in the kitchen making dinner, humming, happy, alive. I'll think about it, Marcus said. You have 24 hours. Then I start with your sister. Make it look like an accident, maybe a car crash, maybe a home invasion, maybe suicide. Teachers have high stress, you know. Depression. No one will question it. The line went dead. Marcus sat there, trembling. Jennifer came in. Who was that? Wrong number. You're lying. What's wrong? He told her. Everything. Jennifer listened, then, so what are you going to do? I don't know. Yes, you do. You're going to refuse. You're going to report this to the FBI. You're going to stop him like you stopped Hayes. And if he kills you? Then he kills me. But Marcus, you can't give in. You can't become what you've been fighting against. That's not who you are. If you die because of my choice, then I die doing the right thing. Like Dad did. Like you would do. That's the Williams way. We don't surrender to evil. We fight it. Marcus called Davis, told him about the call. We'll trace it, find him, stop him. Can you protect Jennifer? We'll try. That's not good enough. It's all we've got, Commander. Marcus hung up, made a decision. He called the unknown number back. Commander, I knew you'd call.
What's your answer? My answer is no. Then your sister dies tonight. Probably, but she'll die free. Die knowing she stood for something. That's more than you'll ever have. Brave words. Let's see if you still... I'm not finished. You think threatening me works because you don't understand people like me? People who've lost everything? People who've died and come back? You can't scare me with death. You can't buy me with money. You can't manipulate me with threats.
Because I've already been to hell. Already faced worse than you. Already survived things you can't imagine. Your sister hasn't. No, but she's willing to risk it. Because that's what good people do. They risk. They sacrifice. They stand up even when it costs them everything. How noble. How stupid. Maybe. But it's who we are. And that's something you'll never understand. Because people like you only know how to take, how to exploit, how to destroy. You don't know how to build, how to protect, how to love. I know how to win. Do you? Because Hayes thought she won. Dom thought he won. Chen thought she won. They all lost. And you will too. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually. Because corruption always collapses. Evil always fails. Not because good is stronger, but because it endures. Pretty speech. Doesn't save your sister. Maybe not, but it saves my soul, and that's worth more than her life or mine. Marcus hung up. Jennifer was crying. You chose right. Did I? You might die because of it. Then I die. But Marcus, you stayed true to who you are. That matters. They waited, all night, waiting for the attack that would come. It didn't come. Morning arrived. Jennifer was alive. Marcus was alive. Sargent was alive. His phone rang. Davis. We got him. What? The guy who called you. We traced the call. Mexican cartel boss named Victor Ramos. He was Hayes' superior. FBI's been after him for years. Your phone call gave us enough to pinpoint his location. Mexican police raided his compound 2 hours ago. He's dead. Killed in the shootout. Marcus almost collapsed. Dead? Dead. It's over, Commander. Really over. Hayes is going to prison. Ramos is dead. The whole network is dismantled. After he hung up, Marcus told Jennifer. She hugged him. You did it. You really did it. We did it. The trial lasted 4 weeks. Marcus testified for 3 days. Naomi testified. Chen testified. 17 other witnesses testified. Hayes was convicted on all counts. Sentenced to life in federal prison without possibility of parole. The judge's final words. Ms. Hayes, you betrayed your oath, betrayed your badge, betrayed everything law enforcement stands for. You deserve no mercy. This court shows you none. Hayes was let out. She looked at Marcus one final time. No smile now. Just defeat. After the trial,
Marcus returned to Virginia Beach. Resumed physical therapy. Resumed life.
One afternoon, his phone rang. FBI Director himself. Commander Williams, I wanted to personally thank you for your service. I didn't do anything special. You exposed the biggest corruption scandal in FBI history, brought down a criminal empire, saved 19 women's lives. That's not special? I was just in the right place at the right time. Or the wrong place at the right time. Either way, you made a difference, which is why I'm calling. I want to offer you a position. FBI consultant, helping us root out corruption, making sure what Hayes did never happens again. Marcus thought about it, thought about purpose, about mission, about mattering. I appreciate the offer, but I'm going to pass. Why? Because I'm done fighting, done being a warrior, done sacrificing everything for a mission. I've spent 18 years doing that. It's time I learned how to just be Marcus. Just be Jennifer's brother. Just be a man who drinks coffee and watches the sunrise and isn't always looking for the next battle. I understand, but Commander, the offer stands. If you ever change your mind, call me. After he hung up, Jennifer appeared. You turned them down? Yeah. Why? I thought you wanted purpose. I did, but I realized something. My purpose doesn't have to be saving the world. It can just be living in it, being present, being here for you, for Sargent, for myself. Jennifer smiled. I'm proud of you. That night, Marcus sat on the porch, Sargent beside him. Coffee in hand, stars overhead. His phone buzzed. Text from Naomi. Starting med school today. First day. Wish me luck. And thank you for everything. N. Marcus typed back. Good luck. You'll do great. You're stronger than you know. Another text. I learned that from you. Marcus smiled. He looked at Sargent. You know what, boy? Maybe we didn't save the world, but we saved some people. Made some difference. That's enough. Sargent's tail wagged. Yeah, Marcus said. That's enough. 3 months later, Marcus started teaching self-defense classes for women. Teaching them what Naomi had needed, what those 19 victims had needed. How to fight back, how to protect themselves, how to survive. Jennifer helped, brought her students, made it a community thing. Slowly, Marcus built something. Not a mission, not a war. Just a life. A real life with people he cared about and who cared about him. One evening, a young woman approached after class. Commander Williams, I'm Sarah Chen's daughter. Marcus tensed. Chen's daughter? Yes. My mom did terrible things. I know that. But before you stopped her, before she went to prison, she was destroying our family too. Destroying me with her corruption and lies. You saved me from that, from becoming like her. Thank you. She walked away. Marcus stood there, realizing something profound. He hadn't just saved Naomi, hadn't just stopped Hayes, hadn't just dismantled a criminal empire. He'd broken a cycle, stopped corruption from passing to the next generation, gave people a chance to be better than their circumstances. That night, Marcus slept without nightmares for the first time in 6 months. He woke to Sargent licking his face, to Jennifer making breakfast, to sunlight streaming through windows, to life. Real, genuine, peaceful life. His phone rang. Unknown number. He answered. Commander Williams, this is Patricia Hayes. Marcus's blood went cold. How are you calling from prison? I have my ways. I wanted you to know something. You didn't win. You're in prison for life. I won.
Did you? Because in 5 years, in 10 years, someone else will build what I built. Someone else will run corruption networks. Someone else will exploit the vulnerable. You stopped me, but you didn't stop the system. You can't. It's bigger than you, bigger than all of us.
Maybe, but I stopped you. Today. That's all any of us can do. Stop the evil in front of us. Today. Right now. Let tomorrow worry about itself. How noble. How naive. How human. And Hayes, that's something you'll never understand. Being human. Being decent. Being more than your worst impulses. We'll see who history remembers as decent. I don't care what history remembers. I care what I know. I know I stood up when everyone else sat down. I know I fought when everyone else ran. I know I survived when everyone else said I'd die. That's enough. He hung up. Jennifer looked at him. Was that Hayes? Yeah. What did she want? To tell me I didn't win. To tell me nothing changed. Did you believe her? Marcus looked around, at Jennifer making coffee, at Sargent sleeping in sunlight, at the life they'd built from ashes. No, he said. Everything changed. We changed. That's what matters. 6 months after the trial, Marcus received a letter from Naomi. Dear Commander Williams, I'm finishing my first year of med school, top of my class. They're saying I'll be a great doctor. I'm writing to tell you why. It's because of you. You showed me that one person can make a difference, that standing up matters, that courage isn't about being unafraid. It's about being terrified and acting anyway. I'm going to spend my life helping people the way you helped me. Thank you for saving my life. But more importantly, thank you for showing me life is worth saving. With gratitude, Dr. Naomi Brooks. Almost. Marcus folded the letter, put it in a drawer with others. Letters from the 19 women Hayes had victimized. Letters from business owners in New Orleans. Letters from people whose lives had changed because one man refused to look away. He didn't keep them to feel important. He kept them to remember. To remind himself on hard days that his choices mattered, that his sacrifice meant something, that his pain had purpose. Jennifer found him reading them. You okay? Yeah, just remembering. Remembering what? That heroes aren't the ones who never fall. They're the ones who get back up. That saving one person is still saving someone. That doing right isn't about winning. It's about refusing to do wrong. When did you get so wise? When I stopped being a warrior and started being a man. She hugged him. I'm glad you came back, not just from New Orleans, but from wherever you went after Somalia. Welcome home, Marcus. Thanks, Jenny. Glad to be home. That night, Marcus sat on the porch one final time. Sargent beside him, coffee in hand, peace in heart. His phone stayed silent. No unknown numbers, no threats, no emergencies. Just quiet. Just life. Just enough. Marcus Williams had spent 18 years being a warrior, 6 months being a vigilante, 4 weeks being a witness. Now he was just a man. A brother, a teacher, a survivor. And that was the greatest victory of all, because at the end of every war, the true heroes aren't the ones who kept fighting. They're the ones who learned when to stop, who chose life over death, who chose peace over glory, who chose to heal instead of harm. Marcus had learned, and in learning, he'd won. Not the battle Hayes wanted, not the war Ramos designed, not the fight Dom provoked, but the only war that mattered, the war within himself. Between the warrior who only knew violence and the man who remembered love, between the SEAL who sacrificed everything and the brother who protected family. Between the hero who saved everyone and the human who learned he couldn't save everyone, and that was okay. Marcus chose humanity, and humanity, scarred and broken and imperfect, chose him back. Sargent's head rested on Marcus's lap. Jennifer's light glowed from the kitchen. Stars shone overhead. And Marcus Williams, retired Navy SEAL, survivor of corruption and violence and betrayal, smiled, because he'd finally found what he'd been searching for since Somalia. Not redemption, not glory, not purpose, just peace. And peace, hard-won and blood-bought, was worth everything. He'd paid the price, survived the trial, won the war. Now he got to live. And living, he discovered, was the greatest mission of all.